I wanna be the very best that no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. These Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Oh, he's nice with it though. He's nice with it though. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. Right now we're getting started. Pokemon, man, a great theme to start off with because evolution, right? But also, if you really think about it, man, wouldn't it be cool to actually be a Pokemon trainer, right? You travel the world across the land and you set up your gym somewhere, right? And I've always had this image of having like a flow state dojo, you know what I mean? Like completely, I see it already in my mind's eye. It's like tapestries, like different ancient, wood carvings and things like this. And it's incredible. All right, so let's talk nice guy to savage shaman transformation, okay? How did I do it? And where am I really coming from, okay? So I used to be incredibly shy, man, okay? I used to not want to even talk to my relatives. You know how Indian people got to do that, right? Growing up, I just would hide in like social functions and just like not speak at all. But I was very observant, right? I was very aware of my own internal world. And so later on, this started to become my strength. But at that time, I was completely confused, okay? In high school, I created this persona called Scripps, which is my rap name, okay? And Scripps became almost my alter ego, just like Eminem has, like Slim Shady. And Scripps took on a life form of his own where it was like a symbiote, you know what I mean? And Scripps was like the activator, grand designer. Because Scripps always knew this datum of don't take yourself too seriously. Life is a play, life is a script. But also it comes from Sanskrit, that word, the skrit at the end. And Crit is also the name of the guy who saved me from drowning when I was very young as well. So it's very like, it overlaps quite well. It's in my book TPM. So when I was trying to define myself, I thought I was being genuine. I thought I was being nice, quote unquote, because that's what everybody does. That's what we all see on TV and stuff. And that's what everybody wanted, right? This is the advice that your mother gives you, right? Just be a sweet, good-looking, good-natured boy, and women will flock to you, okay? I don't know how many times you gotta be chewing on this, blue pill to get to the point where you realize like, oh wait, something is off in this thing and I need to learn further about this human social interactions and dynamics. So there's nothing wrong with being a nice guy, okay? And don't take this video in the wrong context, okay? Because when I mean nice guy, and this is what people usually mean when they say nice guy, is someone who's not genuine. He's not genuinely being nice, he's being nice with an agenda. He has some kind of a covert contract going on with her. If I'm nice to you, I get to sleep with you, right? He's equated that in his mind. And so we got to break and shatter that old paradigm for you to actually step into this newer savage shaman form. And this is what I did. First thing that I did is I got myself popular. In all social situations, I understood the code to popularity is just being seen. Being seen, being enigmatic and mysterious, right? Being almost ghost-like. It's almost like you have these sudden pockets where you perform, right? And everyone gets hyped up and they kind of know you, right? And this is what was happening on my college campus. Also, I guess in UEL as well, kind of in a sense. This is what was happening on the college open mic nights and stuff like that, I would just get out there, do stand-up comedy, start imitating voices, start rapping on stage, performing on stage, a lot of this kind of stuff. And so that really pushed me out of my comfort zone and my comfort bubble, right? Because actors are the most ridiculous, like embarrassing motherfuckers, right? Like they if you hang around these people, they'll be like riding on my little white pony, or doing these like weird theater warm-ups and shit. What in the world does that have to do with anything? But then I got it. I get it that they're trying to crumble down their own ego so they can play the role of the character. Okay? And ridiculousness and being embarrassed is an old paradigm. You got to understand this, because it's like a part of the amusement park adventure that you're on, and you're choosing not to take the ride, even though it's a free ride, and you'll get the experience of a lifetime. I'm headed to Bali, right? I'm holding that vision in my mind, bro. Honestly. And I know that that is like the first foundational thing that it takes, right? Because we need visualize, but then we also need verbalize. Now, this is stuff that you learn on our program, okay? It's called the Primal Sutra Protocol, right? The first chunk is all about that life lightning, that Vajra energy. How do we maintain and cultivate like higher energy, higher consciousness, and start living in a higher frequency? Like, that's really what the energetic element, and that's what the Bali retreat is going to be dedicated on, explaining that. So the thing to understand about the nice guy is being nice, but he's doing it disingenuously, right? He's doing it with a facade, a fake mask of niceness. And he's becoming this agreeable pleaser guy, right? He's going, oh, I love that band too. Oh, we're so similar, right? He's being agreeable because he feels like, that will make her accept me. And it's this very weak, insecure state of mind to be in, where you feel like, why would she talk to me? And you belittling yourself in your own mind in those moments, right? Where it's clearly possible that two people can have a conversation, right? And it's like, that's really important to understand, that we're living in a mental world, guys. So this is why we got to start from the mindset, and then the rest ripples from it. It's all in a state of mind, as my mentor AZD says, right? So it's all in a state of mind. So how did I break down the nice guy archetype, man? I started doing things out of my comfort zone. Hola, my name is Ricardo. And I have like a rose on my teeth or something.
Hey, Jamie, could you pull that up?
I mean, people be hella disrespectful online, you know what I mean? We're living in a fatherless generation, it seems. What makes you get that triggered, brother, from like a video? And what allows you to project so much? What really does, bro? Because I'm curious about this. This is like, I'm a mystic mad scientist with this shit. You gotta understand that we're the ones who are controlling the template realities. Before the substrate creates the form.
There's no blue pill. I'm sorry, you gotta take the red one.
How did I break down this nice guy archetype, right? First of all, I started fighting. Second of all, I started recording music and like doing hip hop exclusively, like rapping and stuff like this. Third of all, I started acting, which broke down my character even further. The next thing that I did was that I slowly started to talk to people and approach people, especially like different like cliques in my college campus or my high school campus. Like, I just started approaching different people, and I just started approaching people, but I didn't even, like, at that time, I thought of it as approaching. Nowadays, I have a different paradigm where I'm like, they're entering my world because I am the container of my own inner space, you see? So they're actually approaching me. I just see them in the periphery of my eye or whatever, right? But it's like, that's a special experience, right? And that may have nothing to do with me, but just from this paradigm, from this perspective, it really changes a lot, man. And this is what I had to learn, right, the hard way. It's like the universe really gives you that lesson, right? So let's say that you've been clingy in the past, right? You're gonna get a future relationship where you become the clingy one to get you to like kind of see the complete whole lesson of that, whole encounter that you faced. This is what the universe does, right? You gotta have the willingness to look stupid, to be ridiculous, to be completely and honestly ridiculous at this moment. Because if you're in that moment of chaos, you just gotta be the Joker, bro. That's it. The master is above everyone, yet no one is oppressed. Taoist wisdom. She competes with no one. Once you understand this, you won't start comparing yourself to other people and start to love yourself indefinitely and even more, because you understand that, wow, I am so unique. Where some people are missing their arms and legs, I have mine. Where some people, you know, they had a heart transplant the other day, and my heart is fully beating and working. Let's have that gratitude. Let's embody that shit, right? Kind of like a jacket, right? Like a gratitude jacket that you carry like a jetpack on you. Everywhere that you go, and you can float up out the stratosphere with this thing if you want to, right? But it gives you access. Gratitude in the internal world gives you access to different realms, to different energies, to higher potentialities to happen. This is special because I'm making it special. It's chosen because I chose it. That's it. I'm chosen because I chose to be. And when you can claim that reality, this is what, you know, the guy who does like forbidden knowledge, right? Ben Carson. He has this video that I posted on my Instagram. You should check it out. Where he's basically talking about, you know, how people who are praying are like wishing and hoping for, right? Rather than actually claiming what they want out into the physical existence, like with their voice, you know, like really saying it. And I know that there's a difference between that. I know that when you say something with enough certainty, it's like it hits like a vibrational set point or something. So if my calculations are correct, you know, the supercognitive effects going into the superstratum of the Kundalini spectrosphere, if we really go into the different connoissoric elements that bring out that the number 4.99225, if you have that exact set point of that equilibrium aura width, then you will be a... Hey, yo, chill, brother. We're in the 5th dimension.
Wait a minute. I think I lost my consciousness in the 5th dimension.
So I'm going to talk today about Pavarotti, okay? And basically he had such a powerful voice, man, that you listen to some of, you know, Pavarotti's music, bro. It ripples and transcends space-time almost in a sense with his voice, right? And he can do this like really illustrious operatic voice, right? That comes through this low, right? That effect of the all, right? So once he does that, right? That's how I want you to breathe. So and once you do that, you'll get into your resonance again. Okay, this is some of the breath work that I'll be sharing once we're in Bali, right? So basically, here's the thing, right? It's got to sound less like Darth Vader and more like Darth Maul. No, I'm just kidding. It's got to sound more like, you know, Anakin Skywalker. The Dark Anakin character is really, really fascinating to me right now. I don't know what it is about that, but like the Dark Anakin Skywalker, that's like a visual that I think a lot of us have got to adopt as Flow Jedis, bro. Because we're missing that edge, right? We're missing that element. So we're not saying that we're dark Sith Lords. We've got to embrace a little bit of our shadows so we become like the gray Jedis. We work with the middle path of this thing in Primal Sutra, but also whatever your belief is, you know, you got to understand it with depth, right? And you want to only do that by living through experiences and doing different unique types of things. And like I moved around different parts of the world, you get what I'm saying? So that obviously formulated my character, my depth of, you know, innovation and things like this, as I can just completely come off of the top of the dome like I'm spitting, right? And that's what it sounds like I'm spitting in these videos, because I have that rapper quality, you see? And so I never really shied away from that stuff, you know? All my family, I'm not saying that my family sounds like this, but it's like, I stop rapping, you know, they talk about gangsters and hoes. And I go, well, maybe I'm here to change that. You know, maybe I'm here to, you know, set a different trend with high vibrational frequencies with the music, you know. And there's a lot of artists doing great stuff. Like I collaborated with Obvious, if you guys know him, you know, a great dude. Collaborating on a song with him called Ascension. Definitely check that out. It's on Spotify. Scripts, so SKRIPTZ or Z, wherever you're from. Truly be the savage shaman. The savage shaman is the one who knows he is not afraid. Let me just say this and end with this point. The savage shaman is the one who knows that he is not afraid of what? Of anything. He's not afraid of anything. He's the rock at the center of the storm. that doesn't move, that won't budge. As a man, if you're being too agreeable, basically cutting off the circulation to your own authenticity through actions like that. You get that? Like, comment down if this happens. Like, guy doesn't know how to handle his own problems and solutions, it looks really unattractive to women. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, right? I'm not gonna beat around the bush or whatever. Like, try going to a woman with one of your problems that you have as a man, you know? She's either going to like say, oh, it's fine, but underneath she's like a little bit worried, like, oh, is he gonna be okay? And like, emotional regulation, guys, this is something you need. Every warrior needs healing. My interest in spirituality in the background of this stuff has been the thing that's kind of gotten me going and like, you know, really impacting life at a serious level. Because without that, I don't think I could move forward with such graciousness and primal grace, as I like to call it, like a raw edge, but also like the reflection of a bubble at a foam party or something, or the reflection of a bubble at a foam party or something like that. Like, that's how you kind of want to represent yourself, as like kind of non-physical, you know, like an ethereal being almost, in a sense. Because why would you want to be normal and just exist, you know? Like, what are you talking about, bro? This is my utopia. I came here for a reason in this incarnation, okay? And so did you. So what are you wasting time for, bro? Oh, baby, I know I'm tired of loving with nobody to love. Nobody. Hey, I'm having fun. I'm glad that... Hey, I'm having fun, man. I'm glad you guys are having fun, too. Thank you for tuning in, man. I know this stuff is entertaining to me. As I keep talking about it, I reach new depths and new angles and new edges with this stuff. So I love improvising on these. I'm gonna keep doing this. May the flow be with you and stay legendary.